अहिलेको समय हामी हाम्रो घरमै आफ्नो परिवारहरूसँग बिताइरहेका छौँ। हाम्रो विचार, हाम्रो इमोसन्स, हाम्रो व्यवहारले हाम्रो फ्यामिलीमा दुवै पोजिटिभ र नेगेटिभ इम्प्याक्ट गरिरहेको हुन्छ। त्यसकारण हामीले होम क्लाइमेट अर्थात् हाम्रो घरको फ्यामिलीको वातावरणको बारेमा बुझ्नुपर्छ। होम क्लाइमेट भनेको चाहिँ हाम्रा परिवारका सदस्यहरू बीचको इमोसनल रिलेसनसिप अर्थात् भावनात्मक सम्बन्ध हो जसमा हामी सबैले योगदान पुर्याइरहेका हुन्छौँ। होम क्लाइमेट बारे हामीले हाम्रा केही साथीहरूसँग नि कुरा गरेका छौँ। उहाँहरूको विचार नि सुनौँ।
होम क्लाइमेट भन्नाले मेरो विचारमा घरको इन्भाइरोमेन्ट हुन्छ र पोजिटिभ होम क्लाइमेटमा चाहिँ त्यो घरको फ्यामिली मेम्बर्सले सेफ फिल गर्छ, कम्फर्टेबल फिल गर्छ।
मेरो लागि एउटा होम क्लाइमेट भनेको कुनै पनि इन्स्टान्टेनियस बेला चाहिँ एउटा फ्यामिलीको इमोसनल स्टेटस, एउटा एभरेज इमोसनल स्टेटसलाई चाहिँ म होम क्लाइमेट भन्छु होला।
मेरो लागि होम क्लाइमेट भनेको यस्तो वातावरण हो जहाँ चाहिँ परिवारका सबै सदस्यहरू खुलेर हाँस्न सक्छन् र आफूलाई लागेको कुराहरू पनि खुलेर सेयर गर्न सक्छन्।
मेरो लागि होम क्लाइमेट भनेको चाहिँ इट्स द्याट एक्सपिरियन्स अफ हाम्रो इन्टरनल एटमोस्फियर घरको चाहिँ where we can feel safe, where we can express our vulnerabilities and where we can have that sense of psychological safety.
Home climate for me, especially in a time when we're all physically confined, is all about giving that emotional space to my family members by understanding that I might have my own personal need, but it might differ from my other family members who might have their own way of coping or expressing their emotions.
Home climate for me is basically the environment or how we feel when we are around each other as a family, and I believe it is very important to maintain positive home climate at this time because we're spending all the time inside our home with our family members.
As cliche as might sound, home climate for me is my mom's mood. Things really heat up. It does really heat up back at home when she's angry, when she's pissed off. Things are otherwise mellow. It's pretty happy when she's happy, and mom is the boss, she's the chief. So for us, home climate equals mother's mood.
The home climate भन्दाखेरि what I think about it is it's an environment where people in the family feels safe to express themselves. So हाम्रो feelings, हाम्रो emotionsहरूलाई चाहिँ express गर्न सक्ने. So त्यस्तो environmentलाई चाहिँ home climate भन्न सकिन्छ जस्तो लाग्छ मलाई.
I think a positive home climate, it starts with a basic awareness that at this time of crisis, the behaviors and expectations changes. So I think family members being aware of this thing is a primary step to having a positive home climate.
Everything starts from you, your family, your home. And remember that each family member plays a significant part in terms of creating a fine and beautiful home climate. For me, home climate is all about expressing my ideas, understanding the ideas of my family, taking their suggestions, guidance, sharing love, gratitude within family.
To me, home climate is that safe atmosphere where you feel safe both psychologically and physically, and home is the place you belong to, and positive home climate is something you need the most during the period like this.
Home climate for me means the environment that we are growing up every day, especially during this lockdown. There are so many cases when we are having our fight with our siblings, we disagree to our parents, but what keeps us going is the positive vibe.
For me, an ideal home climate is where both intangible and tangible aspects are prioritized. Intangible meaning the fact that all the family members realize that all of the other members are from a different generation and our thinking patterns are different.
Home climate to me means the relationship dynamics of the family and the effect it has on them. Now the effect can be positive, it can be negative.
And the home climate is all about people presence, a place where we are around our loved ones, where we feel cared, good food, and most importantly, where I am relaxed like a free soul, worry-free.
A healthy home climate is all about having peace and mindful conversations with your family.
Well, home climate to me is the mood or the tone that exists within the four walls of our home. And each one of us, without realizing it, we tend to contribute to it by the way we express ourselves.
When we hear the word home climate, first things in my mind it's about the energy that is there at the house. And by energy, it means how everybody is feeling.
हामी सकेसम्म सँगै बसेर आफ्नो एक्टिभिटिज गर्छौँ। अब सबैजनाले डिफ्रेन्ट एक्टिभिटी गरिरहेको हुन्छ, मेरो आफ्नो काम हुन्छ, बच्चाहरूको आफ्नो स्कुलको क्लासेस भइरहेको हुन्छ, तर सकेसम्म चाहिँ वरिपरि नै बसेर नजिक नजिक बसेर टाइम आफ्नो आफ्नो एक्टिभिटी गर्छौँ भने। अनि होल डेमा एउटा टाइम चाहिँ हामीले फ्यामिली टाइम भनेर ग्याजेट फ्री भएर घर बाहिर निस्केर ब्याडमिन्टन भए पनि खेल्ने र प्लान्टहरूमा पानी हाल्ने सबैजना मिलेर ग्रुप एक्टिभिटी गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एक त एकअर्कासँग कनेक्सन हुन्छ, अर्को अलिकति माइन्ड पनि पिसफुल हुन्छ।
र मैले मेरो घरमा मेरो होम क्लाइमेटलाई राम्रो पार्नलाई गरिरहेको काम भनेको चाहिँ I'm trying my best to listen to my parents, asking them how are they feeling, how are they taking this lockdown भनेर। अर्को भनेको चाहिँ उहाँको मिडिया कन्जम्सन जुन चाहिँ अहिले मिसइन्फर्मेसन र डिसइन्फर्मेसनको एकदमै ठुलो प्रकोप भइरहेछ, त्यसलाई चाहिँ कसरी कन्ट्रोल गर्न सकिन्छ, हाउ क्यान आई एजुकेट देम एन्ड हाउ क्यान आई डु माई बेस्ट टु हेल्प देम डिफरेन्सिएट बिट्विन द राइट एन्ड रङ इन्फर्मेसन।
So since most of my family members are working professionals, so they have their own work identity, they have their own roles and responsibilities from the work. So asking questions like how did the meeting go, or how many participants were there in today's meeting, or let's say were there any challenges, or even what tool did you use in today's session. So asking questions like these helps us family member open up again with each other.
Dinner time is the time when we actually all come together to openly share our thoughts and feelings, and this way we are communicating our needs and trying to figure out ways to improve things for one another.
So few things that we have been trying to do to maintain positive home climate is by avoiding cell phones, especially when we all are together and while we eat, so that we can have proper conversation, be it related to the current issue, the news, or health, or just our future plan.
I contribute to the positive home climate environment by doing my part, helping with the household chores. I do not cook, I'm the worst at it, but I do other things. I do the dishes, I do the laundry, etc., etc. What's required at home. More importantly, what I do is I act stupid and keep things light at home.
So यो लकडाउनको बेलामा चाहिँ what we are doing different than regular time is that हामीले चाहिँ we are taking turn in doing things like कुकिङमा भयो, गार्डनिङमा भयो। हामीले चाहिँ अब जस्तै आज एकजनाले गरिराख्नु भएको छ नि भोलि अर्कोले गर्ने होइन। सो त्यो गऱ्यो भनेदेखि चाहिँ नि जसले गरिराख्नु भएको थियो उहाँहरूको इमोसनल स्टेट बुझ्न सकिन्छ, उहाँलाई कस्तो फिल हुने रहेछ त गार्डनिङ गर्दा अथवा कुकिङ गर्दाखेरि, र के कस्तो अब्स्टिकलहरू आउँछ, कसरी उहाँहरूले बिट गर्नुहुन्छ त्यसलाई त्यो बुझ्न सकिँदै रहेछ।
And in my case, I am trying to contribute it with having a proper schedule where I balance my work and give time to my family. I do a lot of things that together, like cooking, gardening, and stuff like that.
Sharing love, gratitude within family. Sharing some good news about me being certified in few courses from LinkedIn Learning. Sharing some positive messages from YouTube. Cooking together, eating together, and working together as one team is something I have been doing and we have been doing as one family.
I make sure we communicate, I make sure we express whatever it is, and we share time together as far as you can and as far as our capability, and make each other feel safe to create a balanced, positive, happy and safe home climate.
So in our case what we do is we cook together iftar and we have it together, which helps us laugh about it, and joke about the kind of incidents that we always go through.
So one thing I try to implement in my family is I try to create a more empathetic environment so that all the feelings of all the members are addressed, and that influences our family and individual decisions. And a tangible example is, for me, one of many examples is that the position of the TV and the sofa being at an acceptable place for all the family members.
It's our responsibility to keep ourselves in the high vibration mode. And we can do that through practice of mindfulness, meditation, and we need to do that, not just for ourselves, but for our entire family.
I try to do much more fun things with family members. For example, cooking together, and trust me, that's so much fun.
At our house, we help each other in dishwashing, cleaning, and other house chores. And I think this makes other members feel that we are all in this together. One minor change that I made was not to bring any cell phones during our meal times, and I think that has fostered great meaningful conversations in the dining room itself.
What we do as a family is that we come back together and we do not wait for others to say sorry. We do not wait for others to communicate.
I contribute to a positive home climate by, being aware of my own personal emotions, since often when we are stressed or when we have any personal issues, we tend to vent out our anger among our family members. I also tend to practice this art of positive communication by being available to listen to my family members and listen without judgment. I also try to communicate my own genuine feelings and grievances, if any, and respect their individual differences and opinions.
So I think my contribution in home climate has been in talking to them and making them aware and knowing about them, speaking my own things and sharing how I feel as well, and so that it helps me realize or identify if there is something that is wrong at home in terms of the climate that we share.
हामी होम क्लाइमेटकै सन्दर्भमा एउटा नयाँ भर्चुअल सेसन लिएर आउँदैछौँ। तपाईलाई यो सेसन जोइन गर्न मन छ भने हामीलाई हाम्रो सोशल मिडियामा सम्पर्क गर्नुहोला र यो भिडियो आफ्नो परिवार र साथीहरूका माझ शेयर गर्नुहोला।